Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all okay. I've got this in today, it's a breaker. It's got a snap throttle cable on it. I'll show you in a minute. It's easy for me to do these outside because I can just bury them in the ground because they are heavy. I can do it on my stand actually, my bike stand what I use for the strimmers and stuff, but yeah, I'm just waiting. I've just put it back together now while I'm waiting for the cable, and then as soon as the cable comes I'll finish the video off, but just give you a rough idea what it is. And where you can see it, there's the cable where it's snapped. Normally what you can do is knock these, there's a pin through here, and you knock this pin out. You can see where that hole is, you knock the pin out, that comes out and it makes it easier to put the cable in there. I took the switch out because I wanted to check that it wasn't shortening out through this where the bolt it's been rubbing on it, but it was fine, so I thought I'd check it all while it's apart. I've just put the pull start on it again. Basically this comes off and you can get in here as well, and I've undone the bolt, one bolt here, so I've got enough room. Might need to take it off a bit more when the cable comes, and then we'll do a cold start as well. So as soon as it comes we'll carry on with the video. It's getting a bit dark now as well, so but yeah, I thought I might as well make a video of it. I should have done it from the start, but I was sort of a bit busy, you know. Alright, we'll see you in a second. Right, cable's here now, so we can carry on. Just thought of something a little handy really. When you take the air filter casing off, it's too handy for chucking things in like this and nuts and bolts or whatever. If you put the choke on, that way it will stop. If you do forget yourself and chuck anything in there, it will stop it going down the carb. I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, new cable's here. I'm just see if I can get this yellow casing off to make it a bit easier to get to, and we'll carry on. Louis here at the moment, he's doing well, he's having a look at his bike. That's another project or another film will be coming up this week. His brake cable's all locked up and he's got his bike test this week, but that's another video, so we'll carry on with this one. Right, as you can see, I've removed the top, I've loosened this off. But this one's a bit of a job to get to, so rather than trying to get in there and lock the bolt because it all turns off a lot on the ball joint, I can actually sort of lift this up actually now on that. But I'll just lift the top off so you can see what's what. This is the choke. Job to see because the sun's on the screen, so that's the choke. Underneath that is the throttle cable, the broken cable hanging out there, you can see it. This is the adjustment. I've just got to take the adjustment out, then I'll clean it up in there and we'll start putting it back together. Right, I'm going to make this look really awkward now, and it's not as awkward as I make it look. Right, what I'm going to do is a new cable. I'm going to come in this way to make it easier. Don't know if you can let me show you. Hopefully you can see it. I can't see the viewfinder, it's actually so sunny today. I've got sharpening, I've made a line on here. It's just roughly where the old cable was, just to give me a rough idea when I put it in. I'm going to have to take this nut off before I fit it. I've just left it on so it's out of the way. The end, let's see if you can see or not. The end has to go on first and then it all slips through. I'll see if I can show you. Right. Because I'm trying not to get myself in the way of the camera. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but like I say, if I took this casing right off, this job would be really easy. That sounds silly, because I get used to doing it on site, and we could be on a building site or somewhere where you're covered in mud. You don't want to lose your nuts and bolts, that's handy. Hold on a sec. Right, try that bit again. Yeah, not quite sure where it cut out. I'd cut it out there because the door went and then I had phone calls, so like I said, I'm just putting it back in this put slot it back in there, you can see it, and then this has got to go right the way round and without catching in the spring, so it actually loops over the top. So when you pull the spring, pull the throttle cable, it works like that. It pulls. Yeah, are you with me? So it actually goes right the way around it, the actual bit. So it actually like a yeah, it's like a pulley. So it goes all the way around, and then you undo the nut. So I'm trying to keep my head out of the way. And then you undo the nut. That goes through a little slot there. The nut's just hanging on the cable, it can't go anywhere. Line it up, it screws in. This is a pattern one, and I just did this a minute ago, and like I said, I'm not sure what happened. So, and it wouldn't screw in, but now it's screwing in nice. And but the original has like a nut on it, so get to that line. The only reason I turned to that line, like I said before, is because it gives me a rough guide. Obviously the old cable was stretched, but I would have thought they would never alter it. It stopped there anyway, so why not? We've got a little bit more movement. That'll do, and then we can adjust it up. Then this nut simply goes on the back. This is the easy end, like I said before. It goes on there, it just holds it. And that's how we're tightening everything up. So the idea is when you pull the cable, we have a throttle. This cable could go in, you can see it goes in the end, and we should have a throttle. Yeah. Hasn't got much, is it? But, that's what it's got. And that screw here is just your tick over screw. So you know what your tick over, the case goes on here. I'll show you at the end, and you take it off and unscrew that. Actually, I don't know if you have to take it off. You do have to take it off. Okay. I don't know where you can see this. Then the cable just goes through here. It's plastic, and then it all goes back on here. I've just got to take this apart. Like so, normally what you would do is knock the pin out this end. But, I don't think it's going to come out very easy because of the it sort of riveted itself, if you know what I mean, where it's been banging about. But we'll have a look. Right, in the handle end, there's where the cables and everything are. There's a bung in it, so it stands there like that, and it's got these ends on it. They're a bit rough on this one, but you can see it. I hope you can see it. A little way of, I mean, I have special tools to get these out, but the idea is that wedges in, and then you're supposed to push it. So it's been well hacked. But what I do is to get a socket. In this case, I used an 8mm. And I just push it on, I don't know if you can see it, push it on, and as you push it in, it forces it in. I'll use a pair of clamps on this one, and it pushes these all together, and once they're in, that will just literally just pop out. Okay, so you just need a socket, or I've seen somebody made one with a copper pipe and it was kinked, and that was Tell Fix It had done that, and that was a brilliant idea, but I made one up that worked. I left it on site, and a long time ago, and got everything about it. Right, we'll get back to it. As you can see, I don't know how well you can see that. The bung's back in it. Obviously, throttle cable, everything runs through, and the electric cables. Not a very good design for the electric cables. They seem to nip in the actual bung itself. Obviously, the main thing you've got to watch is make sure the throttle cable moves okay, well it does. I'll just put it back and I'll get my fingers on it, and hopefully it does. Yeah, that's through. I don't think you can really see it. Oh, it's actually coming out that end now. but that's fine because it just gives me a bit more room to put it on. I managed to knock that pin out and take the throttle itself off. I'll just go and get it and we'll put it back together. Right, this is the throttle itself. There ain't no spring, it's just that bit of plastic. And there's the pin. You could clean it up. I'm not going to clean this one up because I think I don't have a bit more job to get it in there, but it won't fall out because this was used on the site. It might get banged about and fall out. Right, I know you're going to ask me, what's the vise doing there? Well, when I took this apart, instead of the nut coming undone, it pulled undone the bolt and the clamp. So, and I sort of forgot about it. So I had to take this apart, but that was cross-threaded onto the bolt, and I thought, oh, sort of made a sort of bit of a hurry to do this because the bloke's waiting for it to be done. So I got me grips, and I couldn't hold them, so I nipped them in the vise, and it held the bolt while I undone it. So that's why it's there. Okay. I think I was going to show you, but I was trying to get it done, so I sort of I missed that bit out. But hopefully you won't have that problem. I'm going to start it up in a minute. I'm going to put the start back on, the pull start back on. I haven't done the casings up. I've just put the air filter casing back on. It's only the 2 bolts, and we're going to give it a go. Make sure it's all working. Okay. Well, let's do a cold start on it. I haven't put the casings back on or nothing like that. I just want you to give it a go. It's got a little butter, doesn't it? Doesn't seem to be firing much. Shape on anyway. Should be on. This is still loose to sort of tighten this. There you go. No, come do the throttle for me, mate. Give it some throttle. Come on, quick, come feel me. Give it, push down on there, mate. Give it some throttle. Yeah? Push down on it, that's it. Keep pushing. Just need to adjust it up a little bit, and the way should go. It sounds like it's running like 100 miles an hour, but it sounds like it's running faster than what it is. I can see the butterflies shutting right off, so I'm going to adjust it up, and I reckon that'll be it because my battery's nearly flat. But, then I'm going to do Louis' bike, so that'll be the next video. Right, if you like this sort of stuff, subscribe, press the thumbs up and all the usual sort of stuff, and yeah, I shall see you next time. Bye for now. I just thought I'd film a little bit of it ticking over now. Just in case you thought I weren't going to get it ticking over. I still got bolt everything on it. Like I said already, like sort of stuff, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.